Hi, my name is Walgrey, and today I'll be speedrunning Disney Planes. Uh, this is a game released in 2013, which serves as a tie-in for the movie, Pixar movie Planes. And although I have not watched Planes, I'm a huge fan of this game. So, time will start when I press A on this little takeoff screen. So, in three, two, one, let's begin.
Good luck.
So basically, thank you. The whole gist of this game is that everything that is happening is basically just like stories that is being told by a character named Skipper. There's 15 story missions that we have to do in order to get to the credits, so that's what the any percent run consists of.
Now, if you can't turn fast enough, use your brakes. They'll help you make tight.
Uh, we first start with 3 tutorial missions. So we're just in this one we're just being taught like the basic controls and the mechanics of the game. So right now we're flying through rains because we're going to be doing that in some of the missions of the run. Uh, Now what I did there is something I like to call boost stalling. If your boost gauge reaches the
want to turn back quickly, do a 180 turn.
if it reaches the bottom,
Now, try a 180
it
turn.
you basically like have reduced speed for a while, so you want to like stall out the end.
Do a barrel roll to the left.
Right now we're
then
being
to the
taught
right.
tricks, which we're
I
also
wanna
going to be
see you
using
do
in
a
the
ba- I
run
wanna
in
see you
some
do a barrel
levels,
roll.
but don't expect them to be used too much. Our most useful one is definitely the 180 turn, so that if we end up making any mistakes, we just don't have to worry about anything. And then right now it ends with breaking these targets, which have to boost through
Try to
them.
destroy that target.
So it's important to like manage your boost gauge really well in this game. Otherwise, you'll end up like hitting targets and being blocked and everything, which is a big no-no. We want to avoid that. Right now, we unlocked our next tutorial, which is a little shooting section. So we start off by picking up this little gun in front of us. Some ammo is going to spawn in front of us, so just manage yourself.
Got the blast. Now,
Here we go.
practice shooting targets. Get more.
So some mines are going to appear,
One of the mines
little
and
stationary
make sure
targets for us to
destroyed.
practice our
Try
little
to-
shots.
That's right.
Okay.
Oh,
I accidentally inputted a 180 turn. But yeah, you can see how like useful and important it is to just be able to instantly change
Keep
direction.
going. Looks like you destroyed all the mines. Great. Now it's
Right now
time
we're
to get
switching over to
started.
water, so we just
Looks like
stay by the river so that we can instantly
We're
progress.
almost done. Use the water bombs to put
There's
out
going to
the
be some
fire.
fires that appear that
Right
we
on.
have to put
Get
out
some more water from
with
the
the
river.
water.
What are you waiting for?
But yeah, so right now the character we're playing as is Dusty Crawhopper, which is the protagonist of Planes, the movie. But he's not the only character that we play as. We end up playing as some other characters in the movie, and you'll see them pretty soon. But they all have their different stats and different they basically control differently. Some characters will like turn tighter than others. Some will turn less sharply. So it can be a bit confusing, I'll say. It'll be tricky to adjust the controls because sometimes some of them are just easier to control than others. Right now is our final tutorial, where we learn about this magnet power-up, and basically, it's going to be used a lot. But basically, it just allows us to pick up things that are on the ground. Heavily used in lots of missions, so be prepared to see it. But right now, we're just rescuing these fractors. Oh, that's what happens when your boost gauge runs out. You can't really use it for a while, so you really want to avoid that. You want to make sure that your boost stalling is efficient, but also not really hit that end there. We just take a quick left turn. If you see these red and yellow circle things in the sky, those are our power-ups, and they are very handy in like one mission, I think. We don't really use them here, but they'll appear 2 missions from now. Alright. Now that we're done with tutorials, we can go on to the first real mission. Right. So yeah, there's a bunch of tornadoes that have appeared in Progwash Junction. We need to rescue these tractors and get rid of the tornadoes.
Yeah, rescue those. Wait! Nice work, Dusty. You found one of my tractors. Now just get that fine machine to safety. Roger that, Pete.
So we just pick up this tractor here.
You're really saving me here.
If you have any time for a donation, that would be a great time.
Thank you so much. We do indeed. We have actually had a donation come through from Miss Truffles with a £30 donation saying, I hope I could participate to the next event. I had a lot of fun watching and running for Go Fish last year. Have fun, everyone. And thank you so much for that. That does put us to £80 now, so that will extend our billiards bonus stream that we are going to have in the next couple of weeks. So please get your donations in. They're all going directly towards Mind via Tiltify, so it is a direct donation. And do remember, if you're in the UK, you can actually do gift aid if you're a UK taxpayer as well. All of the info for that is described on Tiltify, and that will give your donation a little bit of a boost as well. So thank you so much, and yeah, back to yourself with the run.
Get your what?
Right, perfect.
Pete, you're a farmer. It's important to have hobbies, Dusty. Come on.
Alright, we pick up this little gun that apparently destroys tornadoes, which is a bit silly. But I really like this game, you know, it kind of just has this certain charm to it. So if destroying tornadoes with sci-fi weapons, you know, is your thing, I don't know, I just think this game is cute and relaxing. That's why I enjoy it so much. It's a bit funny to say when I'm trying to play it as fast as possible. Alright, final mission for the first page. This is the first mission where we actually play as a different character. And he turns way, way more sharply than everyone else. So right now it's just a simple race. This is where we get to actually use the power-ups. This yellow one gives us invincibility, allowing us to fly through the tornadoes, and it's really important that you pick it up. Otherwise, you'll just be stuck. The red ones give us infinite boost. These are the more desirable of the two power-ups. Because we don't have to worry about boost stalling, we have infinite boost. I missed a power-up, so I'm going to have to take a little bit of a wide turn to avoid it. Alright, that was a bit sketchy, but nothing I can't handle. Here's another of our lovely boost power-ups. Oh no. Oh well. As you can see, this character is much tricky to control. If you're used to using Dusty Crophopper, L-Choop is just not going to be nice to you. Luckily, this is a short mission, so time losses aren't really that important here.
Fantastic backup, though.
And then we're immediately switching to a new character, Ishani. Every mission has its own, like, sort of unique objectives and conditions, and this one is no different. It's another race, but we're only racing one different player, who's also going to serve as the antagonist of this game. And now, as you can see, we have unlimited boost. Not under, like, any power-up or anything. This boost will just not go away, because Ripslinger, the plane we're racing, kind of sabotaged our engine. But honestly, this comes more as an advantage to us, because, you know, having lots of boost, you know, like, being able to boost forever, really good, really powerful. So we'll just take that to our advantage, get as much speed as possible. These little red arrows, I didn't explain it in the tutorial, but these are little boost arrows that will just change our direction and give us some speed. It's really nice that they're used in this level, because that means we don't have to really change direction or adjust anything. We just have to fly well. And right, that's the next one. And now we're changing characters again to Bulldog.
Turns out.
Bulldog is more or less the same as Dusty, I believe. But this mission is pretty difficult, I'll say. You have to smash through these billboards because they just look disgusting, according to the characters. It's actually better to stay down to the ground instead of like actually hitting the billboards directly. I don't know why. Something's up with the hitboxes, I assume. It's just more consistent to do it like this. But as you can see, you need a boost stall. Alright, that's good. But yeah, you kind of want to like boost stall and then hold boost to ensure that you actually hit the billboard. Otherwise, you might end up crashing into it. Okay. Some of those billboards are positioned really weirdly, you know. It's really hard to snake in between them without losing or missing anything. But yeah. Had to quick turn here. Magnet spawns right here. Turn around, and then we have to go find some batteries and pick them up.
You got battery.
Really making use of those 180-degree turns so that we can return to these charging ports as fast as possible. Alright. 2 more left.
This should do the job.
And the last one is just over this little rock formation.
Special delivery.
Alright, good.
Huh. The power should be up in no time.
Alright, new plane. We're playing as this jet named Echo, who Skipper is actually telling these stories to. So, this is... basically, there's these rings that are frozen over, so kind of like the billboards in the last mission, we have to be boosting to smash through them. The thing is that Echo's turns like are not sharp at all, so we have to be extremely careful when turning with this plane. Really wide turns that you're forced to take. Oh dear.
Am I good or am I good?
Alright, saved it. Alright, that was a little scary.
I am good.
Luckily I didn't need to turn around at all. Alright, now this is interesting. This mission, we actually get to play as Ripslinger. And Ripslinger has some not really nice things to say or do in our time as playing as him. We're right in Prop Wash Junction, and we're gonna just smash through these billboards. It's about a second faster to do a 180-degree turn here rather than turn all the way to the left, which is really nice.
Oh, I'm so sorry I shattered your billboard, Dusty. I thought it was you.
But yeah, this is where you're gonna have to get, you know, really good with boot stalling. Okay. Alright, pretty much lengthy cutscene incoming. So...
The only one left smiling today is the green tornado. What? No billboards left. Consider your fate erased, Clyde.
Yeah, so if you thought destroying billboards was, you know, not so bad, it gets worse. Ripslinger is going to destroy the water towers with this vortex cannon, it's called. A little more sci-fi stuff with like the D-Tornado fire. I think it's a little humorous. But yeah, we destroy these water towers, and then that'll be the end of the mission.
Yeah, I want to do that again. The green tornado strikes again.
And just like that, we destroyed Prop Wash Junction. only for us to immediately go back and fix everything in the next mission. So yeah, here we're going to be playing as Dusty Crop Hopper, and it's our job to fix Prop Wash and restore it to its former glory. And we do that by picking up this weird snow shovel looking thing. Not just like other obstacles that we've seen. We're gonna have to boost through them. The ruined water towers that are covering the river. Another lengthy cutscene incoming where the characters just talk to each other.
That felt good. Those barns look a little run down, Skipper.
I honestly kind of like these little lines of dialogue. Gives us some downtime and time for us to prepare to pick up this paint gun that's going to show up.
I don't want to go while folks could still use my help. Time to...
And we're just going to paint some of these barns, and then that'll be the end of the mission.
I'm off to paint the town blue. Time to... This paint sprayer is...
All right.
Barn? No sweat. Where's the next one? Those barns will look great with a little color. Only a few barns left to paint, and Crop Wash Junction will be...
Alright, just manage your boost. And that's done. And that's the end of page 2, just 5 more missions left.
Hey, Prop.
Alright. Now we're back to playing as El Chu. We need to pick up this magnet, and we need to collect these 3 little fuel cells that are in the ocean. This level is definitely probably one of the more difficult ones of the run, because you'll see everything just bobbing up and down because of the waves. And the waves themselves actually present as hazards. If you get hit by them, you'll just be skyrocketed up, frozen for a second, and it's not fun at all to get hit by these. You really want to avoid them. But sometimes it's pretty much unavoidable, which is unfortunate. Just like that. You can see I get frozen for a second there. Really not a fan of that. Now we're picking up a cannon, and we're going to have to shoot some mines that appear. Except these are bigger mines that are hiding.
Now I am locked and loaded. Little mine. Get all those...
The usual just one hit.
I am truly the
As you can see, the waves are not being nice to us today. Alright, it's done. I think the next one is Ishani. And this one is a pretty interesting and unique mission coming up. Instead of like collecting, picking up stuff, or going through rings and everything, we're gonna have to actually pick up some fireworks. And we're gonna have to do little tricks, like barrel rolls, and somersaults to launch the fireworks into the sky. So we pick up the magnet, we immediately turn around, and we head to this building to pick up the fireworks. We're going to be launching them.
Don't forget.
We're going to immediately turn around when we have 2 left, so that we can line ourselves up to pick up the next firework catch. Like that.
I wish my fans could see me now. Oh, they can. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, but here's the thing. We're going to be like slowly inching forward, so you'd think, oh, you just want to hold brake so that you don't move as much, but unfortunately, if you're holding brake, you won't be able to do tricks, so... Okay, I missed it, but here we go. Managed to
Really quite good at
pick
this.
them back up. And we just need to shoot one more, and it's going to be on to the next part of this mission.
Fabulous. What? Are you watching
There's
this,
some
boy?
lengthy dialogue here, but that'll just give us some time to prepare.
Hey, Shotty, the pitties are all set
You want to
up
fly
along
up
Great Wall with
here
fireworks. Unfortunately,
and
they
just
forgot to
stay in the
Way
wall.
too dangerous to light fireworks with matches.
That's what I told him. Maybe you
All right,
can get
flare
a
launcher.
and help him out.
Absolutely.
Don't forget.
We need to light up these firework cannons.
Found it. I've got your fire now, boys.
Get those.
How beautiful.
Turn around,
Now I just
shoot
need to
this
light
one
the other
here.
That was lovely.
Oh, somehow that one missed. All right.
You know, this is quite fun.
Oh, goodness. They tend to hit the wall more than actually connect with the cannon.
I hope everyone's enjoying this.
All right.
Ah, you're
Just
quite
gonna turn
welcome.
around. We're gonna aim for this central tower
That was
because
quite
they
an
want us to
adventure.
boost through the
I'm
gun
glad I
now.
could help.
Come on.
Just like that, this mission is over. We got a little fireworks display.
Bravo! It's beautiful. What a gorgeous display.
All right. There's 3 more missions left. All right, this one is interesting. Bulldog needs to basically pick up these little pitties that are on the road. You need to pick them up, and we need to move them to where they want to go. At first, I thought this was RNG, but actually, no. There's always a set pattern of
Go find a.
where they want to go, where they spawn, and how much points they have. The only thing that's random is the tricks that you're given.
Let's see that speed out, sponsor.
But yeah, so there's like a pointer, the points counter at the top.
Take him where he wants to go.
And it just happens to be conveniently that the first ones that we pick up lead nicely into other high point targets. Because you really want to get the 200 ones so that you only need 3 of them. You only need to find 3 passengers.
Take him where he wants to go.
So this is what I found to be the best
Drop that
path.
pity off. Enjoying the view.
Of course, you have to do the tricks to actually keep your points. But yeah, that's the end of that.
Another job.
2 more missions left, and the next one is probably the hardest in the run, in my opinion. The Jolly Wrenches. Oh dear. Yeah, we're gonna be playing as this guy again with the really poor turning. Does not make this easy. We're just gonna brake a little here just to ensure that we hit the next target. And then this turn, oh, this one's not nice to you at all. You kind of have to brake for a little bit longer just so that you can line yourself up properly.
I'm losing seconds.
You want to brake about here because there's going to be a paint gun that's going to spawn.
Oh yeah, that challenge was a piece of cake.
Then there's going to be some moving targets that we're going to have to hit. So this one is
Oh, yeah.
definitely
Paint gun
not
locked
the
and loaded.
easiest.
You got target acquired.
Let's see.
Hey fellas, I think you could use a bit more color. What do you say?
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Neat. I wasn't expecting it to do this quickly.
I blazed through that course. The next
Usually I
one-
miss a lot more of my shots, so it takes longer. But yeah, 49, not too bad. And then the final mission of the run,
You may
final story that Skipper has to tell us is one of
Rowdy.
deceit, deception, and nefarious deeds. because we're playing as Ripslinger again, and Ripslinger has a very devious plan for us. So you notice that we're picking up these orange paint cans. Could you guess what Ripslinger has planned?
Just a few more canisters. This paint job has to be spot on. The faster I paint.
But yeah, we're gonna collect the paint cans, and we're just gonna wait over here.
This is gonna be awesome. I just gotta find that.
And yeah, we've turned into Dusty. Oh my god. And Ripslinger just painted himself orange so that he can vandalize this map and then get Dusty blamed for it. But yeah, as soon as the mission clear text appears at the end of this level, that's when time is going to end. So we're just going to paint all over, make these little goofy faces.
Nice work, Dusty.
Alright, turn around, and one last one. And that's time. So yeah, and with that, Disney Planes for the Nintendo DS has been beaten. All you have to do is just press continue, advance through a few menus, and we get the final cutscene.
Awesome. GG's on that. That is fantastic. I've got 25:52 roughly on our timer on my end, so that's fantastic. GG's on that.
That's perfect. Wow. Thank you.
Yeah, that's really
I'm
good.
really happy to hear that. That's like my PV.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, I was just looking at that just to see, as a little bit of a check how long there'll be left of the run, and yeah, I was not expecting time to be coming up, but that's fantastic. So yeah, GG's on that. Any final words? Anywhere that that the people in the audience can find you?
Well, I do want to say that I'm a huge fan of movie tie-in, licensed games, and all that sort of stuff. And out of all the ones that exist for the Nintendo DS, this one is actually probably my favorite. Maybe a close second to Wall-E for the Nintendo DS. But honestly, if this sort of gameplay is like your kind of thing, you just want a DS game that you can relax, I'd recommend giving Disney Planes a try. Not only are there 15 little missions in the any percent route, but there's a little more bonus content if you decide to play around with it. Speedrunning this game is really easy to pick up. It's short, less than 30 minutes. So definitely give it a try if you want to. I'm even thinking of like writing a short little guide for people to follow. So stay tuned for that. I just want to thank everyone who is watching. I want to thank my friends for supporting me. I want to thank Merle for telling me that No Fish 2024 was happening, because I'm really excited that I'm here today. I want to thank you, Mitty, for helping me, getting this event set up. I really appreciate it. But yeah, thank you, everyone.
You're very welcome. It is fantastic to come through and do these events here. We've already got £80 raised for charity, which is fantastic. Stay right there. We are going to go for a quick intermission. We'll be back in about 10-15 minutes time with a run of Gravity Circuit. So stay right there or take a break, and we will be right back.